I've been waiting and watching CAD Yen. Kind of tired. Haven't really been sleeping too well lately. And this is the setup that we kind of had. Price never really came up here. So I'm going to keep that there actually. And in terms of like actually down here, this is not really a setup. I'm not in this yet, but that was the trade idea that I have had earlier and the one that we're following right now. And so the next thing to do is actually just bring up the position size calculator here and start calculating this position. Because that's the thing with trading. Like, I can be lazy and not want to trade and just skip the trade and not do any trading. Or I can just be a part of it. How much risk do I want to take on this trade? I have to decide. And how much stop loss? What's the stop loss? That has to be decided. So right now, the reason I like this for a long is because it's literally come down into my kind of suggested area of where I am interested in buying, and then it's created this very downside wick on the 1 hour. Previously, there's this whole situation where again there was this whole wick, so there's a lot of buying down here, and I do like this for if I can wait maybe and just wait for this to close, then potentially something like this stop loss could be even right below this right here, and then I want to get my targets back into just these highs up here, and that would be a setup for me. And yeah, I think in terms of like risk percent, I would like to risk more than less, because again this is bouncing off this moving average. I want to see higher prices again. Is It's a 0.24% move. Definitely can see that in a day. I definitely think we can see that move in a day. Over here, price is again, there is potential for price to just shoot down from here. That is definitely on the cards here. And so it's something to watch. How would I play this? The way to play this would be for me to actually just watch this 1 hour. I'm gonna have to watch the 1 hour. And then I'm gonna have to see this close. Also, it is 13. This is like the transition period between Asian and London. And so that's something I have to see. In terms of stop loss here, this is a 6 pip stop loss. So I will stop loss. And for risk, I do want to see it be about, honestly, 1.5% risk. So that's about 115,000 units. I think I'll be above my max on this. In terms of lot sizes, 1.16 lots on this. Interesting. Again, something to watch. The only reason I don't like to buy right here is because of the 13 EMA. The 13 EMA is, you know, like I want to, if I want to buy this down here is a good price to buy because it's extended away from 13 EMA. Right now it's not. I want to see what this actually does. Again, this really depends on the basket here. Is yen weak? Is it actually weak? If yen continues higher, then this trade is going to be an absolute bad trade. So that's something to look at. And just looking at what price is doing right now, it's not very interesting. I want to see this close 26 minutes. I need more time for this to close. So in about 26 minutes, see if this thing can close. If it closes like this, there is potential for a downside move afterwards. In terms of CAD, which is the other one I'm looking at, right? Actually, I'm wondering if CAD is still the most strong here, if there's an easier thing to buy. NZD looks a lot better, but NZD is not in an uptrend on the daily. Dollar is also in a downtrend. You can hear me yawning because Man, my aura says I've had like a my sleep score is like 50, which is poor. An 80 score is like great, excellent, but a 70 score is like okay, you're all right. I'm at 50, so I'm just so tired. Um, but you know what? It kind of feels good to be a trader right now because I've been doing the business and all this other content creation stuff. But now that I'm just doing this and just creating, not just I'm not creating content. I'm literally just working. I'm just doing my trading job, and it feels kind of like a relief, to be honest, that this is just my content too. So this feels really good. It feels a little more relaxing and less overwhelming. But yeah, I've got a position on Bitcoin as well at the moment. Oh, there it is. Got a position on Bitcoin. Let's see how far it goes. I've already trailed my stop to break even here. I just want to see how far it can go here. Um, Still, technically, it is holding up. As long as price is above this 13 EMA, it is good to go. And I want to see how far it can go. That's about it here. With Bitcoin, can definitely drop. That's why I've got this break even here. I try not to do like day trading kind of, on the lower time frame. I'm at the very bottom end. I'm on the 1 hour. And so I guess CAD is the only option here still. Yeah, I was getting a little bit excited to get on CAD yen, and that's why I began to record this. But right here, right now, I do need to see some more just patience is needed here. Maybe this 1 hour candle needs to close here. I want to see how this closes. Then again, does it really matter too much? Uh, I'll hold this here. Uh, and yeah, I'll probably come back to um, get my entry in about 23 minutes, potentially. Maybe not, maybe yes. I don't know yet. But this is definitely looking like something I'd like. On the 4 hour, 13 EMA is tilting down. That's definitely not the best sign here because see, after a long uptrend and now we're finally just tilting down. That's my major concern here with this. And I do need to see confirmations here for this. Mm, at the same time, I could buy right now, but if I did, I would be feeling a little bit more stressed, especially if I took 1.5% risk on this. And so I'm just waiting for more confirmation. 22 minutes. I gotta wait 22 minutes here. Yeah, I'm just gonna check back in. I'm not really gonna rush this. I can wait. I just don't like the timing right now of this as well. Not a fan of that timing. I can always get another entry, a better entry. So I'm just being patient. I'm gonna check back in like 20 minutes, 21 minutes, and then yeah, and then probably get an entry from that point onward. And by then, this candle will probably have closed. If it's something like this, I still do really like this. It's good by me, and then I'll just take that. But to be honest, even right here, right now, this looks fantastic. It looks really good. This is really, really good. If I can maybe, this would be a tight stop loss, but I can also have a stop loss like that. Let me look it up on my broker. Let me just see what the broker is saying right now. Oh, there's a system notice on the broker. They're having an update. With CAD yen, I'm looking at this and I'm liking this. This is a pullback, low base. And then if I buy it, I've got to buy 116,000. Is it CAD yen? Yeah, it is. So CAD yen, 116,000. Good till cancel. Give me a target level somewhere up here is okay with me. And then stop loss right below this one. And then target. Yeah, I'm placing a buy limit for now, just to see how it goes. Okay. My position says it's way larger, so I can't put the full position on. There we go. I can put 90,000 units on this. I have it at 55. I could get triggered into this. And yeah, I've got the position in 90,000 lots here. Let me just put that into this one would have to be somewhere like that. And then let me put, how much risk is this then? If it's 1%, I got 90,000 lots here. So it's about 1.2% risk here. Yeah, about 1.1, 1.2% risk. I don't mind that. That's fair. And it's not triggering me in yet. I've got a buy limit at 116.5. 116.55. Stop loss is at 149, and then take profit is at 16855. So that's the kind of setup I've got going. I need price to still come back down, wake me in before we can go higher. If not, I'll just market execute. It doesn't really matter too much. And now I've got to log this into my journal. That's what has to happen. So here is the entry. Oh, never mind, it doesn't let me show you on my phone. Let me bring up, I'm gonna change this call set trading into like the trading desk so that anybody seeing this on YouTube always just sees the trading desk and then they can join, and I don't have to like physically, hey, join the trading desk. Ooh, like I don't have to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay, 17. Today is the date. Day is Friday. Pair is, we got CAD yen here. Session is, it's a crossover between, but it's still Asian. And then direction is 1. We're trying to go higher here. EV on this trade is at least an A, I would say. And then risk, I'm doing about max risk of 1.5. Time into this is at 1 to 2 p.m. Playbook. In terms of playbook here, this is a high base. Definitely a high base. I'm just gonna put a base here. It's a base, and I'm trading the low of it. What is this? So I would say price rejecting 13 EMA on 8 hour. I would say 8 hour 13 EMA reject. Yep, I'm gonna put that there. Order is a limit. Status is pending at the moment. position status is open at the moment. My intention, well, this one's all in. Basically, I can't trade any more size on this. I've just got the full position on. 1.1% risk is what I have. And then entry is 116.555. Lots, I've got 90,000 lots. 90 lots, so that's 0.9 lots. Initial SL is about 116.49 here. And then stop loss logic is, well, it's at structure here. And then, well, not really, it's more so candle high low, but also structure. Initial TP is going to be 116.855. Take profit's going to be around structure. And then initial check-in, I like this trade. I prepared for it and have waited for a better entry. Right now is that better entry moment. The SL is very tight with 6 pips, and so my position size is the max I can trade. So we got a max position size here. Overall, just detached and trading with the logic of my system. Not much else to say or do. And price is pushing a little bit. I'm seeing it on my broker. Entry 1 screenshot. So I will copy this link here. On the 8 hour looks good. I've got to do the 4 hour. 4 hour looks good. And then I just want to put the 1 hour as well. So this is definitely really nice. I still have the buy limit here. I'm not triggered in. The buy limit is here. If price doesn't come back on this next candle just to kind of give me an entry, then I will manually execute. And then put the 1 hour there. And then in terms of baskets price action, what's the baskets doing? Let's be aware of those. So on the 4 hour, this is what's happening on the basket. It's creating a doji here. I do like that on the CAD. If it creates that doji, that's really nice. And then with yen here, yen technically is at the 50 SMA. If price just rejects and sells off from here, that would be this trade. And that would make this a quite the monster trade. And that would be it for this. And then, yeah, that's about it. Trailing SL is going to be, there it is. We're just going to stick with the same 116.49. That's the trailing SL there. And yeah, nothing else to do now but wait. I've got this pending order. And if the pending order does not trigger, then I will market execute, because the pending order is right here, very close. Price is very close to it. It's just not triggering yet because price is above it. Price needs to come pull down here somewhere, probably somewhere here before I get entered in this price. And then I'll be in this trade. And yeah, I'm not looking at this 4 to 6.2 R here. I'd rather just drag this down completely so I don't get baffled by it. But if price breaks above this 50 SMA after entry and price goes up, the initial thing I want to see is price breaking up above this 50. Once that happens, then I can play around here before going higher, and I would not mind that. That would be okay. But I do need to see this price really close above this region here. That would be key. And yeah, same thing here, price breaking up, that would tilt the 13 EMA on the 4 hour to the upside as well. That will give me a lot more confidence to the upside as well. And then with the 8 hour, yeah, it's just pushing from here, pushing. Can we see higher levels? Most certainly, why not? hmm And yeah, so I'm gonna wait for this. Probably in 9-10 minutes. If not, then I will just manually execute the trade somewhere at market price if this just closes like this. Because I don't want to let this trade go just because of a few pips here where market just does not give me that entry. And yeah, that is basically about it here. That's what's going on. And then let's just see what happens afterwards. Okay, see ya.